What is up, you guys? Rubitwat2 here, and welcome to the first event rewards discussion video that I'm doing. In my most previous video, where I talk about the most recent card trader update and the cards that he brought with him, I said I'd make a lot more videos regarding the news that Konami's bringing in to Duel Links. And the events don't matter; it's the rewards from the events that matter. What cards will they get, and how they will impact the meta, and that's what I want to discuss. So, yesterday, actually, or, the day prior to this video going up, Konami released the DD Tower, Different Dimension Tower. And it's actually one of the coolest fucking PvP, it's probably the coolest PvE event that we got. You basically just fight a bunch of mobs, leveling up the floors, and you can do certain quests to get, like, a roulette, and then at the end you get a Pyrorex, the Forbidden Lord. Pyrorex, the Elemental Lord. And it's actually really cool because, you have all these, the first 20 floors are really easy, and then the last 10 floors you get to watch the NPCs royally fuck up how to use Black Dragon Ninja, and give you free advantage. But yeah, it's actually, like, one of the coolest events I've ever seen. It's better than all the Roman duels. The only event that's better than this is Corp, KC Cup, and probably WCES qualifiers because they're PvP related. And I love PvP. So yeah, let's get into the cards that you get from the event. So we have this cool DD box, and I'll also talk about Pyrorex. There are only two really good cards that you get from the event. So we're just gonna go 1-to-1. So we have the Giant Turtle who feeds on flames, who's really bad. We have Darkfire Dragon that's really bad. We have Raging Flame Sprite, which has a really cool effect, but it's not that great. This will not see any play in Pyrorex. Really cool effect, but, you just won't see play. Nothing else to say about that. We have Darkfire Soldier number 2. We got Darkfire Soldier number 1 recently from the Duelist puzzles. 1700 for vanilla is really weak now. For vanilla monsters, we're looking at 1800, 1850 as the standard. And we're also in effect monsters getting 1800, so this guy won't see that much play. And then we have Salamander, which if you're playing, this is a really short video, which is why I'm just going through these cards really quickly. Salamander. Normally you shouldn't be playing equip cards unless they do something outside of being an equip card. The best equip card right now is probably Supervise, where you get a free monster from it if it gets destroyed. Whereas a card like Salamander, it doesn't do anything after it uses its effect. In the most recent event, the Duelist Chronicles, we got Horror of the Unicorn, which is just a 10 times better Salamander because it gets around cards like Windstorm Mediqua, Curse of Anubis, and not really Curse of Anubis, but Windstorm Mediqua and Enemy Control, where if they switch into defense position, you also get 700 point defense boost, which is really cool. It may help in certain situations. It does come with a drawback, though, where if it gets destroyed, it gets put on top of your deck, and it's a dead draw later on if you don't have anything else to use it on. Salamander is just not good. 700 attack points is not worth an equip card that gives 700 attack points is not worth a slot in the deck. Simple as that. And the second best card in the deck, second best card from the event would be Pyrorex, the Elemental Lord. So, oh shit. There we go. So, in the TCG, we had, 4 different Elemental Lords, one for, each of the main elements aside from light and dark, and they all had the summoning condition where you have to have exactly 5 monsters of that element in your graveyard to inherently switch to summon them. Pyrorex is probably the weakest of the 5 Elemental Lords, especially of the 4 Elemental Lords, especially in Duel Links because both players take the damage from its effect. So basically, when you summon it, you target one monster your opponent controls, you destroy it, and then both players take damage equal to half the original attack of the destroyed monster. And then also all the Elemental Lords have the clause where if it's when it leaves the field, you skip the battle phase of your next turn. So what is this card? It's a win condition. Will it see play right now? It won't because Fire and Pyrodex just aren't good at the moment, and we didn't get enough support for them. However, I fully expect this card and cards like Moonland Glacia and Windrose and Grand Soil, which are the other 3 Elemental Lords, to see play when they get released. Because they do have strong effects, they're strong win conditions, and they're inherent summons, which speeds up dueling as a game. And lets you do something aside from losing tempo from a normal summon. And this gives you just more monsters to build your field with that your opponent can't instantly get rid of with an Econ or Curse of Anubis or now Floodgate Trap Hole or something like that. So this card should be really good. Later on, I'd hold on to it. I would not disenchant it. One of my favorite cards in the game. Definitely keep on to it. And a card that goes really well with Pyrorex is Royal Firestorm Guards. So this card is not good at all at the moment. So basically, it's a normal summon. You target 4 power type monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 4 in the deck, and you draw 2. One of the best free advantages I've ever seen in the game. You draw 2, and you get more fuel into the deck. Especially when you get more cards that search out the deck and all that. You can even put more Royal Firestorm cards in the deck. So if you have 3 of them in your deck, you can put 2 more from your graveyard back in to draw 2, and then 2 other power type monsters. So while this card's not good right now, we do have GX coming up, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and one of the archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was Volcanics. We're not going to get them at the moment because it's first season GX, and then we have the Society of Light, and then we have Viper's arc where we get people like Jim, Jesse, and Brawley, or the fire type guy. The guy who used Volcanics, I don't even know, Axel Brody. Who had like the fucking gun that shot dual monsters cards. But anyway, Volcanics are all power type monsters, and cards like Volcanic Shell and Volcanic Scattershot, which may or may not pop up on the screen, if not, look them up. They're very easily able to get out of the deck through their effects and a card like Blaze Accelerator. You then can refill your deck with that ammunition via Royal Firestorm Guard, and you can constantly cycle through your deck. Also, this card inherently beats mill because you're putting 4 cards in your deck and you're drawing 2, having 2 more cards in the deck to deal with milling cards. So yeah, I would definitely hold on to at least 3 copies of this and then your 1 copy of Pyrorex. Just in case Fire does become meta, I think it will be when Volcanics do show up. But yeah, let me know. Root 2, actually, new sets coming out day after this video is coming out, so expect a video about that and the good cards. This set's actually really fucking good. I don't know the name of it at the moment, but new set's really, really good. It's like Crimson Kingdom level, and Anglemark and Treeborn Frog. Anglemark, Monarch, and Treeborn Frog, good. You know, that's how good the set is. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the event so far? Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow my twitch.tv/RootSpot2 stream. I stream like multiple times a week. But yeah, new set coming up next. RootSpot2 out, guys. Peace.